They built cities before the pyramids, mastered science, trade, and writing, and then vanished. These are the civilizations that time forgot. Until now, no textbooks teach you about them. No movies glorify them. From stone circles built before agriculture to cultures with no written language but enormous architectural feats, these ancient peoples challenge everything we think we know. Some left behind ruins, others left behind myths, and a few we only discovered in the last century. So what happened to them? War, climate, a slow fade into legend. These are the 10 most mind-blowing civilizations lost to time. Number 1. The Indus Valley Civilization. Over 4,000 years ago, the Indus Valley Civilization thrived in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. It was home to over 5 million people, with cities like Mohenjo-daro and Harappa built on a grid system. They had public baths, underground sewage, and standardized brick construction, centuries ahead of their time. Strangely, archaeologists have found no evidence of kings, temples, or warfare. Even more puzzling, their writing system remains undeciphered to this day. Despite their sophistication, the Indus civilization collapsed around 1900 BC. Was it climate change? A shift in river courses? We still don't know. What we do know is this: one of the world's first urban societies vanished, leaving behind mystery in brick and stone. Number 2. The Hittites. The Hittites were a powerful empire in ancient Anatolia, modern-day Turkey. They rivaled Egypt in the late Bronze Age, with vast armies and cutting-edge iron weapons. Chariots thundered across battlefields, and their diplomacy shaped kingdoms across the Middle East. Their capital, Hattusa, was a fortress of stone, surrounded by massive walls. The Hittites left behind hundreds of clay tablets in cuneiform, detailing laws, treaties, and myths. But then, around 1200 BC, they disappeared. Historians link it to the mysterious Sea Peoples, who attacked civilizations across the Mediterranean. After their fall, the Hittites were forgotten, until archaeologists unearthed their records in the 19th century. A lost superpower, buried for thousands of years. Number 3. Sangxingdui Civilization. In 1986, Chinese workers accidentally uncovered a secret buried for 3,000 years. The Sangxingdui Civilization. They weren't like the other ancient Chinese dynasties. Instead of familiar artifacts, archaeologists found enormous gold masks, bronze statues, and jade weapons. No writings, no records, just stunning craftsmanship and eerie faces cast in gold. Some experts believe Sangxingdui wasn't even part of Chinese culture as we know it, but an isolated, advanced society that vanished without warning. How did they create such detailed metalwork using primitive tools? Why did they bury thousands of artifacts in ceremonial pits, then disappear? Was it war, migration, or a massive earthquake? To this day, Sangxingdui remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in archaeology. Number 4. The Olmecs. Before the Maya or Aztecs, there were the Olmecs, Mesoamerica's mysterious mother civilization. They appeared around 1500 BC and left behind giant stone heads, some over 9 feet tall and weighing 40 tons. No one knows how they moved them. No wheels, no beasts of burden. The heads wear helmets, leading some to speculate they were rulers or warriors. But beyond these statues, we know little. No major cities have been found, and their language is undeciphered. Yet their art, rituals, and urban planning influenced every civilization that followed. Then, around 400 BC, the Olmecs disappeared. Some think environmental change or volcanic activity forced them to migrate. Whatever the cause, their legacy remains, carved in stone, staring across millennia. Number 5. Göbekli Tepe. Discovered in Turkey in the 1990s, Göbekli Tepe shattered everything we knew about human history. Dating back to 9600 BC, it's over 12,000 years old, older than the pyramids or Stonehenge. Built by prehistoric hunter-gatherers, this site features massive stone pillars arranged in circles, many over 15 feet tall. Each pillar is carved with animals and symbols, possibly religious in nature. But how did people with no agriculture, metal tools, or writing build such a structure? Some believe it was a sacred site, maybe the world's first temple. Even stranger, the builders buried it themselves, preserving it for millennia. Göbekli Tepe suggests religion may have sparked civilization, not the other way around. Number 6. The Nabateans. Hidden in the desert cliffs of modern-day Jordan, the Nabateans carved one of the most stunning cities in the ancient world, Petra. But this wasn't just a city of beauty. It was a center of trade, wealth, and engineering. The Nabateans mastered water in the driest conditions, channeling rain through rock-cut aqueducts and storing it in vast cisterns. Their rock-cut tombs and temples blend Greek, Roman, and Arabian styles, hinting at their global connections. Yet, for a people so powerful, their language, customs, and downfall remain shrouded in mystery. When Rome annexed their territory in 106 AD, they seemed to vanish from history. Why did such an advanced, wealthy civilization disappear so quietly? No one truly knows. Number 7. The Kingdom of Aksum. Aksum was once the most powerful empire in sub-Saharan Africa and one of the 4 great world powers of its time, alongside Rome, Persia, and China. Located in modern-day Ethiopia and Eritrea, Aksum commanded Red Sea trade routes, minted its own coins, and built massive stone obelisks, some over 90 feet tall. It was one of the first empires to officially adopt Christianity, long before Europe. Its king even gave refuge to early Muslims during their persecution. But what happened to this mighty civilization? By the 7th century, Aksum began to decline. Climate change, shifting trade routes, and invasions left it isolated. Over centuries, it faded into legend. Today, its ruins lie mostly unexplored, and its mysteries remain buried in the highlands. Number 8. The Minoans. On the island of Crete, over 3,500 years ago, the Minoans created Europe's first advanced civilization. Their palaces, like Knossos, had running water, colorful frescoes, and even indoor toilets, unheard of in most of Europe for millennia. They worshipped snake goddesses, built labyrinthine cities, and influenced Greek myths, like the tale of the Minotaur. But then, they vanished. Some blame the massive volcanic eruption at Thera, modern Santorini, which may have triggered tsunamis and climate collapse. Others think they were invaded by Mycenaean Greeks. What's clear is that by 1100 BC, the Minoans were gone, leaving behind unreadable scripts and mysterious ruins. Could they have been the real Atlantis? Number 9. The Sogdians. Along the heart of the Silk Road, the Sogdians thrived as the great traders of Central Asia. From the 4th to the 10th century, their caravans carried silk, spices, gold, and even religious ideas from China to Rome. They founded cities, built temples, and served as diplomats across empires. Unlike most ancient peoples, the Sogdians were cultural chameleons, adopting aspects of Chinese, Persian, and Indian life while preserving their own language and identity. Their writings, found in desert ruins, reveal stories of gods, trade, and adventure. But after the Islamic conquests and Mongol invasions, the Sogdians faded into history. Their cities turned to dust, and their culture was absorbed into others. Only recently have archaeologists begun to uncover their rich, multicultural legacy. Number 10. The Tartessians. In the far west of ancient Europe, in what's now southern Spain, the Tartessians built a wealthy kingdom known for its gold, silver, and mystery. Mentioned by Greek and Roman writers, Tartessos was a land of immense riches and advanced metallurgy. They had writing, vast trade networks, and unique art styles, blending Phoenician and Iberian influences. Some have even linked them to Atlantis. But then, around 500 BC, the Tartessians vanished from the historical record. Their cities were abandoned, their language forgotten. Did war destroy them, or were they assimilated by stronger neighbors? Despite excavations, no major Tartessian city has been fully uncovered. Their legacy remains tantalizing. A golden kingdom lost beneath the sands of Spain. These 10 civilizations defy what we thought we knew about history. From lost languages and vanished cities to mysterious ruins carved by forgotten hands, they are reminders that human civilization is older, stranger, and more complex than we were taught in school, and we've barely scratched the surface. New ruins are discovered every year, deep in jungles, deserts, and under the sea. What other great societies might have risen and fallen long before recorded history? What secrets still lie hidden beneath the dust of time? If this journey fascinated you, subscribe to Digging History, where forgotten worlds are brought to life through powerful visuals and storytelling.